Well, many of us sail through life hoping our work, well-being and relationships will turn out okay. But could having a greater sense of purpose make a difference to our health and happiness? Our resident performance coach, Andrew May, says yes. And he joins us now to tell us why. Andrew.
Good morning.
You're going to bring the guilt trip on us all. I think the last time you were on the couch, you had me going off to a psychologist by the end of the day.
Oh, I've been inspired by your 5K run, so you're doing very well.
Thanks.
Yeah. I was just talking to Kerry in makeup, and she said it's one of those things you don't say to someone, hey, Lisa, hey, Michael, so tell me, what's your purpose? Or if someone does ask that, you're like okay, I'm going to detour, I'll get back to you. But in looking at this over the last few years, especially in my corporate work, a lot of people don't have a purpose, and if we get stuck on money without fulfilment, that can mean, success in the Western definition, money, power, kudos, but no real connection. So purpose is important. I'm going to throw to you two. Have you thought about this?
Ladies first.
I guess
nice decoy.
No, that's okay, because my purpose at the moment would be work and to do well at work. But I can imagine that purpose changes throughout your lifetime. But, Michael, what about you? Do you have a purpose?
Oh, and it sounds very cliched, I guess, but to have a happy life, as happy a life as possible. It's very ill-defined, but it doesn't really change.
I find when I ask most people in a corporate group, they get stuck on their company's purpose, which is something to package content for Australians or to improve the financial health. And then I say, what's yours? And they go, oh, I'm not sure. But we know the research around this, it's really conclusive that purpose helps you live longer. Purpose helps you make more money, and purpose makes you happier with more meaning. So we've got some grabs here. They did a study at Cornell University, 6,000 people. So that's a big study. And they came back 15 years later, and those people that had a clearly defined purpose around happiness and health and making a difference lived longer. So if our ABC viewers want to live longer, spend some time on purpose.
But but just saying you want to be happier, well, everyone would like to be happier. How do you turn that into something that is actually a concrete purpose?
Well, that's a good journalistic question, isn't it? Good, I've got a bit more content than just saying be happier. There's a well-known expert in this area called Simon Sinek, who sold millions of books called The Why, or The Reason of Why. And Sinek talks about purpose is your why. We get stuck in the how or the what, how we do our jobs or what we do. But why is that fundamental, intrinsic connection with work and also with our life. So it's a little bit deeper than just going, I want to be happy. But it's like, why do you want to be happy? Is it making a difference to society? Is it bringing great content to people? Or is it just your dad jokes on ABC?
Well, I mean, I know they bring happiness and mirth to lots of people. So in that sense, I'm providing other people with purpose.
Lisa's going, no. But it's not only about living longer. It's also about just having more connection with other people and meaning. And this makes sense. If you've got a clearly defined purpose and you're connected to your job, when you go through the ups and the downs, you bounce back, you're more resilient, and you make more money. So there's some really good reasons.
So what's your purpose?
I thought you might ask that. Mine is to wake people up, to have a better way of living, working and leading. So really what that means is to get people who are asleep metaphorically at the wheel, or going through life not really thinking, so they're healthier, they're more productive and they lead better. Why? Because I believe we all should be fulfilled. It shouldn't be, just for the lucky few. I think everybody has the right to have fulfillment. Happiness is short term. Happiness is an ice cream, or happiness is, one of your jokes on ABC, or happiness might be sex with your partner, but that's short.
Yeah. Well.
Fulfillment is what we're looking for. Breakfast television, Andrew, for the moment. Hey, good segue into congratulations on the book that you have just released, MatchFit.
Thank you.
Which gives you a complete manual to get your body and mind back into shape. Hey, I noticed you've got PK there. Paul Kennedy.
Yeah, I did a segment a number of years ago called MatchFit. So I honour PK in Virginia. We're talking about being match fit at 40 and 50 and everything, and that led to a book. And for me, I had to really define my purpose a few years ago. I went through a tough time. I went through a marriage breakdown, and I was really struggling. And I think sometimes out of those challenging times in life, it is a really good opportunity to dig deep and ask some questions why. So for me, while it wasn't a great experience at the time, I can look back and asking some of the questions we've gone through today and really thinking, what difference do I want to make? That's another good question. And also, what makes me content? When the sort of work I do, when do I feel engaged? That really helped me to get back on my feet.
Yeah, we've got a list of how other countries handle purpose. In fact, it has different names in different countries.
Now I'm going to go to our former ABC correspondent to say the first one, because I'm from Dubbo and Wagga.
Yeah, I'm from Gympie in Queensland. Raison d'etre?
Oh. Raison d'etre. Raison d'etre.
And raison d'etre means your...
purpose, your goal, your very
what is
being.
The reason?
It's
reason.
Your reason for living. And there's a beautiful Japanese word, ikigai. And we read about the Okinawans, who are one of those tribes in the world, the blue zones, who live to 100 plus. The Japanese, when they get older, they don't put mum and dad in a nursing home. They move them back in. They renovate the garage or the spare room. And ikigai is that sense of belonging, or what do you wake up for in the morning? It's a beautiful word.
And that Danish word, we can just bring that up very quickly on the screen. Does that mean, no, you can't have Greenland, go away? Because that's a pretty strong Danish purpose.
Well, I thought you might have made a joke about porpoise, but not there. Lick-a-leg, the Danes, when they do global studies, the Danes are always in the top 2 or 3 as far as the happiest nations in the world. Now, they have great healthcare, they have great education system as well, but they have this word that means, you know, you actually have a right to be happy and fulfilled. So I love that. Raison d'etre, ikigai and lick-a-leg.
Wonderful. Thanks. I'm going to go away and practice. Thank you very much, Andrew, for coming in.
Pleasure.
Good stuff, Andrew, and practice your purpose.
Yes, I will.